All right, now let me see if I can cheat here. Hey, because I'm using the cheap version of StreamYard. There we go. Because I'm using the super discount version of StreamYard for the streaming this time. I wasn't allowed to insert little goofy bits, and so I just thought I'll cheat, and I will play it, and I hope you hear it. Hopefully that worked. Hello, beer fans. My name's Steve Jaguar. This is a BeerNative live beer review. The first one I've ever done using StreamYard as a platform. So hopefully it's working. I can see I've got a viewer, perhaps. Mersey Beers. Mersey Beers is someone who's been watching. Let's almost feel like Breaking Bad binging my my channel. And Matt is here too. This is very cool. Most viewers ever. And it's been really great to have other beer experts commenting on some of the things that I've been saying in my videos, and that's been good. It's almost like having, I've been thinking about it, it's like having Richard Osman, you know, the guy who does Pointless, who just says all the smart things while I host. It's like having people doing that for me. So if I miss something in a video, I got my back is covered by certain people who know more about beer than me. I mean, yeah, that's a part of the reason I'm doing this, is to learn more about beer, and I think that's a noble cause, don't you? So the one I'm doing is part of the Great British Bake Off series, and it has been mostly been dominated, that series, by Amundsen, because they have this whole dessert in a can series. The one I'm doing now, and let me just flip my view over back, and this is, and let me just do the more personable version of that. Muffin Compares to You, Ridgeside Brewery. I couldn't find it. I couldn't find a place to buy it again. Normally I like to say you can buy it here. It's £5.50. It's 6.5%. Is that correct? 6.5%. Oh, should read my can. But I found it at Fuggle and Golding as at least still listed. Part of the Ridgeside Rewind 5th anniversary series. You can see it there. I'm not the assistant brewer, Steve, but, you know, I'm sure he's a super awesome guy like myself. So thank you, Mersey. Mersey Beers would not describe himself as a beer expert, but an annoying nitpicker. Yeah, cool. I don't mind annoying nitpicker. That is also sort of Richard Osman, so, you know, falls into that category. Ridgeside Brewery's Milk Stout. The Milk Stout, I've got it right here. It's already out of the fridge, getting to the, is it the right temperature? Like a baby's bottle or something like that. Is that what I do? And it looks very cool. There's the real deal right there. Look at that. It almost refocused correctly. It never does it when you want to do it, does it? There it is. Beauty. Shake it. But it's got 6.5%. You know, this has got vanilla and lactose in it for mouthfeel and added pleasure. It's by Ridgeside. So let's flick back over and take a look at Ridgeside. Oh yeah, I was gonna flip all the way to Ridgeside here, and we could learn a little bit about them. But where I actually did buy it was at Premier Hop. I'm becoming a fan of Premier Hop for some reason. They have a very nice selection of beers. I found them randomly when I was searching for the Basque Clam one that looks like a can of soup, and I found it there. That's the only reason I knew where it was. And since then, they've had some pretty cool beers. And what I like about when they profile Ridgeside Brewery, they give you a little bit of founding information in 2010, changed in 2015 to embrace the craft beer movement, crediting those responsible for this sort of behavior. Brew a beer to be remembered. And that's really interesting, because if you look at the ones that they have there now, Radler Mangoes and Sparks Fly Up. Sparks Fly Up is really interesting. That's, I can see I've already moved to it because I might get it. Papaya and Beach Sour. They've got a really interesting series of beers. If you look in their shop, you can see Sour and Dippity. I think that's on pre-order. Equator, Zen Archer, Nothing But Rain. But they qualify very much for a brewery you would go to for buying either weird, unique beers or stuff that you might consider to be dessert in a can, even though it's not explicitly labeled that. So I really like that idea. I embrace people who are looking for unique things, and I score unique, I score accuracy, I score packaging, I score all that crap. So that's where I'm going with that. I hope it's good. I apologize again, because if I say it's amazing, it's the best beer I've ever had, but you can't buy it anymore. Well, just go give the benefit of the doubt. Pick one that sounds good. Crumble Sour sounds amazing, and take them for a spin. Right. So there it is. It is at optimal temperature. I hope that works out for me. Do my usual thing that offends people. It does smell blue. So how are they getting the blueberry? If you're watching, tell me how, because it doesn't say there's blueberries in it. It would have to tell me for, I would think, allergy reasons. Can you be allergic to blueberries? I would think so, right? Vanilla, lactose. It does smell fruity, though. I think that beer companies and marketers, they Darren Brown you all the time with let's make the whole can kind of purple. Let's just influence you before you even get started. Yes. And if I were to judge the can, first time I looked at this, I thought it was like a trash can with a potato on it. But I realized shortly afterwards it's a muffin with a face, doing kind of a walk like an Egyptian deal there, which is odd. But I would even say the art kind of sucks. But for some reason, I like it. I guess I'm a bit of a Picasso kind of guy, but it's nice. Let's just dump this into the glass. And this is what we do in reviews. We pour really close to cameras, right? This is a essential part of the experience to see how much it froths if you just absolutely throw it in there. And it looks good. Dark as hell. Ooh. I'm going to just do this. That's probably sacrilegious as well. Oh, wow, that is really berryish. Let's go with that. For those watching, how is the stream? Is everything synced up? Because if you watched any of my other live ones, I tried to do using OBS Studio. That really backfired. So I've gone third party to try and organize this one. It smells a little medicinal, which I don't really like. Why would I like that, right? That's not a positive. Nobody ever writes medicinal against a beer tasting note. Okay. I'm a little scared now because I really wanted to like it. But I love blueberries and I love stout. So, what's not to like here? So it's 6.5%. And the moment it hit my tongue, I thought it was like a 10. It tastes more boozy than those 10% Amundsen dessert in a cans. But that kind of, yeah, there we go. There's my Richard Osmond whispering in my ear, blueberries and lactose, originally brewed in collaboration with Brewdog. But actually the booze works because it gives it kind of a, I want to say Black Forest cake, or gateau, as people like to say in the UK, will make things sound better than they are. Say them in French. Things in Canada, we don't do that at all, even though French is a second language. So it does come across like a Black Forest cake. It's got that, there's alcohol built into the structure of the dessert. Blueberry is definitely there, but along the lines of cherry, it's very, if someone said this was a cherry stout, I would be hard pressed to determine the difference between whether it was blueberry or cherry. But it's definitely fruity. It's definitely chocolatey. It's definitely got that kind of boozy dessert cake kind of feel to it. Anyone want to hazard a guess how I get that fruit? The second hit, though, after I was used to it, cakey went away. And yeah, the kind of long tail of the flavor is pretty good. Then I'm getting what is more like a more traditional beer finish, a resiny kind of more IPA-ish lingering thing, and it's not a bad aftertaste. All right, I like it. I do sometimes, a beer that I would normally sit quietly with a nice nosing glass and take it in tiny pieces. when I'm doing the reviews, I throw some in maybe a little too aggressively. But it's good. All right, let's score it up. Do I like this sort of freaky guy that I can only envision needs a speech bubble up here that just says, "Kill me"? I do. I think it's pretty cool. I like the name of it. Muffin Compares to You. With a name, there must be other beers out there. If I go on Untappd and look up Muffin Compares to You, I bet you there's like 5 of them. Because it's got to be. It's such an obvious pun, right? But I like puns. So packaging is pretty cool. I'm going to give it a 4 on packaging. It's pretty standard otherwise, so that'll be a 7 out of 10. Is it unique? Yeah, I think it's pretty unique. It's not crazy unique. Like, it's not like the pistachio, peanut butter, chocolate, fudge fountain brownie that Emunsen's doing. That'd be like a 5. I'm going to throw a 4 at this for uniqueness. Is it accurate? Accurate enough. I probably would have called it, well, cake doesn't sound as good as muffin. I might have called it blueberry chocolate muffin, and then it'd be more accurate. But still, I don't know. I think I said this in a previous episode. My wife used to work at a brewery, and she had to write tasting notes based on the theory because they did the label designs before the actual tasting was possible. Probably not so much now because they just sort of tape these things on. I don't really know how it works. It's been like a few years since she worked there. So they used to guess a lot, the names and the descriptions. You're probably thinking, reveal the brewery, Steve. Controversy, but I'm not going to do that. Yeah. So I think it's pretty accurate. So maybe go 4s across there. So 8 plus 7 is going to be at 15. And now do I like it? I do like it. I really like Black Forest cake. So there you go. So it appeals to me, but that's personal, right? Somebody who doesn't like sort of that cakiness might not think it's very good. But to hell with them. I'm going to go 8 out of 10 on that, which then 15 and 8 brings me up to a 23, which is a pretty good score. It's not going to quite make it to a 4. I might round it up to a 4 because it's going to be like a, close enough, because I stupidly chose something that marks out of 30 that doesn't divide well into Untappd land. So whatever. Let's give it the benefit of the doubt and throw it up as a 4 on Untappd. I think I don't eat desserts. I'm very specific about them. I have a beer coming, which is a tiramisu, which I like that. I don't normally eat cakes, candy, none of that stuff. But for some reason, dessert beers really appeal to me. Maybe this is I finally found my calling. So there we go. It's a 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10? 4 out of 5. 23 out of 30 on my scoring system. Thanks for watching. Thanks for finally... I've done 3 or 4 of these, and this is the first time I've actually had viewers. So big thanks to that. And thanks for confirming that StreamYard is good. Do I spend the $20 a month? I better up my game and get my Friday reviews more on point. I moved them to 5:30 so people could be after work if you're in the UK. Plus, the sun, which comes through this window over here, is gone just at 5:30, and it's not like making me look like a cover of a Beatles album. Thanks for watching. Do the usual thing for me. I subscribe to everybody else's reviews, and I give you a thumbs up. I think collaboration is more powerful than competition, so please do that. Give me a thumbs up. Thanks for writing comments. I'll try and reply as I go after this is over, but otherwise, awesome. Thanks for watching. This has been another BeerNative beer review. My name's Steve Jaguar. Keep drinking great beer.